Hello everybody, how are you? I am doing amazingly well. It is a week before Christmas, so how could things not be better? I want to talk to you today about one of my favorite Christmas shows, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now I know there's been a lot of backstories about that, and I haven't even paid attention to them because I don't care. It's a Christmas show, and to me it has deep meaning. When I first watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer 100 years ago, sure it wasn't 100 years ago, I really related to it. I related to the story of the Island of the Misfit toys because I felt a kinship to them. Like, that is my island. That is where I belong. Because not everybody fits. And not everybody fits when they're younger. You know, some people fit in right away and, you know, they know where they're going and they know who they are. But Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, he didn't. You know, I wonder if Rudolph's a he or a she. I wonder if they've ever differentiated that. He didn't know who he was or where he was. You know, all he knew is he had a red nose, so he was different. And, you know, for all of you guys that are out there that when you were kids, you were different from everybody else, you didn't fit into societal norms, you know what I'm talking about. You know, you watch everybody come together and hang out together and you think, wow, they really have it together, but I don't. You know, you grow up and these people, they knew who they wanted to be, they understood everything. I was with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer trying to figure out why I didn't have it together. Why didn't I know like everybody else knows? And I know so many of you out there can relate to this. Then he goes to the Island of Misfit toys and it was like home to me. It was like an island of people that just didn't know where their place was, but together they were strong and they got along fantastically because they were okay in their uniqueness. And I think sometimes we have trouble being okay in what makes us unique, what makes us special. And the Island of the Misfit toys showed that they were special in their own way, just like everybody is. You don't have to fit in to stand out. You can stand out on your own. And then, of course, Rudolph gets called back to, you know, Santa Claus land, the North Pole, and he has a nose, and that was his purpose. His purpose was at that moment in time. And from that point on, every year he had his purpose. And that's how it is, I think, for so many people. You look around and you think, when do I find my purpose? When do I find what I'm supposed to do? And we put so much pressure on people, you know, in the school, in the industrial school society system we have, where you march from first to second to third to fourth, and then you come out and you're supposed to march to college, and then you come out and you're supposed to get married and have kids and yada yada. And half the time we come out of college, we're not even sure still who we are. Where is our place? You know, most of us aren't those people that come out and say, oh my gosh, I know exactly what I want to do. You know, I want to be an interior designer. I want to be a salesperson. I want to be a artist. I want to be, you know, I want to work in senior housing with seniors. Most of us don't know that. Most of us just kind of, you know, when I got in trouble in school, which happened a lot in high school, I had a PE teacher look at me and say, you know what your problem is? Your problem is your head's in the clouds. You're always up in the clouds. And when I think back, it's like, what's wrong with that? I was always looking around at what if? What if this was possible? What if I could do that? You know, what is that? And it wasn't, you know, the people that are always thinking what's possible are the people that everybody's like, well, you know, what's wrong with you? Keep your feet on the ground. No, because the possibilities are the ones that are always seeking. The ones that are saying, but what if? What if when you hit 50, you decided it's okay to change careers, change jobs, and go chase your dreams? What happens if you graduate from college, you decide, you know what? I'm going to follow my bliss. I'm going to do what I want to do. You know, mom, dad, everybody else, I'm going to follow my bliss. I'm going to go hike Europe. I'm going to go get a job at the Humane Society taking care of puppies for a year. I'm going to follow my path and my passion. We would be a society of much happier people because then we don't wake up at 45, 50, 55 and say, WTF, this isn't even what I want to do. The people on the Island of Misfit toys, you don't think they woke up and said, this isn't what I do? No, because they were doing what they want to do. And it's okay to do what you want to do. It's okay to follow your passion, your purpose. That's why we're here, to figure it out. So if you're not fitting in right now, don't worry about it. You will find your tribe. You will fit in. You will absolutely, positively find your place. And you'll be happy and great. But if you haven't found your place, that's okay. Your place is within you. Your place is with you. The universe will help move you to where you're supposed to be. The universe will be on your side to help you figure it out. But not everybody, like I said, is meant to figure it out. And when you get to 45, 50, 55, you'll look back at your life and because all of a sudden you're like, well, I really want to do this. And I really want to be a mentor. I really want to own my own business. I really want to be a business coach. I really want to become an interior designer. I really want to become a professional poker player. And you'll look back at your life and you'll see how every step of the way took you to this moment in time. It's the most fascinating thing. If you're younger, go talk to some people that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that are making that shift, that are kind of looking around and saying, I've been on the Island of Misfit toys, but I think I found my place. And ask them. And they'll tell you, they'll be able to take you through and say, well, I did this, and I did this, and it brought me to here. It brought me to my passion. It brought me to my purpose. You will find your passion. You will find your purpose. But if you don't feel like you're fitting in right now, that's okay. You're not the only one. Probably most of the people out there don't feel like they fit in. I used to get so nervous about going to meetings where I didn't know anybody or, something like that. And I finally realized they're all nervous. The most confident person that walks into the room is probably also one of the most nervous people that walked in the room. They just learn how to hide it and to keep it covered up. So if you're on the Island of Misfit toys with Rudolph, that's all good. If you have a red nose, that's all good because you'll find your purpose. If you have a unique talent, that's all good because that unique talent will be very needed or is very needed. Don't dim your light. Don't hide who you are because you don't feel like you fit in, because you feel like you're on the Island of Misfit toys, because you'll be like me and you'll turn 50, 55, 60 and realize, what did I do? Why did I dim who I was? Because it's okay to be different. It's okay to stand out. It is so okay to be you. You're unique, you're good, you're perfect. So have fun on the Island of the Misfit toys, have fun with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and most of all, have a very happy holiday season. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Sharing is caring. If you share this with your friends, an angel will get its wings. I never can remember the other one. I should say, if you share this with your friends, you can hang out in the Island of Misfit toys longer. Anyway, have a great day, you guys. Take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.